From the Library of Congress in Washington, D.C.
Okay, welcome. And we thank several of you who got here very early and on time. So I'd like to introduce first the participants in the program, the Roots Public Charter School. You want to raise your hand? Let everyone know who you are. Or public school in Washington, D.C., raise your hands. And how about Oakview in Fairfax, Virginia? They came the farthest. Oh, wow. Welcome to the Young Reader Center at the Library of Congress. Has anyone been to the Library of Congress before? Anybody raise your hand? This is your first time. Well, we're very happy to have you, and we hope you come back again to the library and to the Young Reader Center, which is where you are. We are very, very excited this morning to have a special guest who came the farthest from Hollywood, California. Octavia Spencer is a very famous actress in film and television, but she's also an author. And she's written a book, Randi Rhodes Ninja Detective, The Case of the Time-Capsule Bandit. And she's here today to talk to you about her book, how it came about, and to see if you have any questions about the book and about her interest in children and literature. So here she is, Octavia Spencer.
That would be me. Thank you all. Thank you. So, I get paid to talk as a living, so I like to do a little bit of talking and a lot of interacting because you guys have come from far and wide, some of you from very far. I'd like to talk to you a little bit. Is that okay if I do a little bit of talking and then you guys can ask me questions? Yes. What? Yes. Okay, here's a rule. If you, when we get to that part of question and answer, since I don't know your name, say your name and then ask your question. But if somebody does this, I want to know, what are we going to do? We're going to say, no! Okay? So that they then speak up. Right. Because we want the person from the back, we want you to be able to hear what this person says, and we want them to hear what you say. Is that cool? Yes. All right. What do you want to know? My book. I was, I know it's hard to believe now, but I was actually your age some time ago. And I really enjoyed going to school, but I had a problem with reading. And my grades weren't very good, but my teachers knew that I was, that I could handle the work, and they really believed in me, and I didn't understand why things were the way they were as far as studying goes. I didn't understand why I had such a hard time, so I had to study harder than most just to be with the class, just to be where we were in class, just to be on the same level as the other kids in my class. How many of you have ever heard of dyslexia? Yep. I don't like to call it a learning disability. I like to call it a challenge, because disability means that you're not able, you're disabled, you can't do. And I like to turn that around and say, well, it means it might take me longer, but I can get there. And I eventually did, because I wrote a book. It took me a long time to write that book. And I'll tell you why I wrote the type of book that I wrote. Randi Rhodes Ninja Detectives. First of all, I wanted to be a ninja. Believe it or not. But you know, ninjutsu is not something that they're going to teach a little girl in Alabama. So anything karate actually, or taekwondo, or anything involving martial arts. I just, like most kids, 6 or 7, I just said, it's ninja. They're all ninjas. So I know that ninjutsu is very different from taekwondo, but in the world of my characters, one of the little boys really wants to, be a ninja. And I also like mysteries. And the one thing that helped me learn, that helped me stay engaged in my studies, believe it or not, were mysteries. And because, what I found is with a mystery, you're always trying to figure out what happened, right? You're always trying to figure out who did what, right? So I would read my mystery books, and that would help me in my studies because it made me want to ask those questions. Remember I said there are no dumb questions? Not knowing the answer is the dumb part, right? So, if you're respectful about wanting to know, it's always a good thing to have a question in your heart, right? If you didn't know, now you do, okay? So I decided to write a book about kids who solve mysteries, who look a lot like some of you in this room, because it helped me. Mysteries helped me. And so if any of you guys have a learning challenge, not a learning disability, hopefully this story will be engaging enough to keep you interested and to keep you reading, to keep you wanting to know more. The other thing is, because I am a detective at heart, I like to know things. I told you that. And since I like to know things, I thought you'd like to know things, right? Right? Yes. Oh, maybe not. Well, see, my detectives teach you how to detect. Like, let's say they teach you how to make the cast of a footprint. You know what that is? If you walk outside in the dirt and you leave your footprint, my detectives actually teach you how to do that at the back of this book. But you got to read the book you can't just open the back of it and learn how to do that. And my detectives, how many of you guys like ice cream? Yeah, I thought you might. One of the characters in the book owns an ice cream parlor, and my detectives actually don't teach you how to do that, but there is a 5-minute recipe to ice cream, how to make ice cream, in the back of this book. It's all that stuff that I like to do, and I figured, well, if I like to do it, they would like to do it, right? Yes. Yeah, and like right here, I'm putting my finger on this. Can you guys see where my finger is? Can you see my fingerprint? No. No, you can't. But I teach you how to get that off, how to lift the fingerprint. You didn't know that, did you? Yeah, but you got to read this book. And so I'm glad that you guys are going to be taking this home and meeting my kids. Did I just spill the beans? I think I did. I spilled beans. Oops, I spilled the beans. But yeah, Randy, DC, and Pudge are my kids. And they've been with me for a long, long time. And I really love to read. It's still hard for me. Still takes me a long time to read a book. And the minute I look at a book and I see that it's like that thick, I just get so depressed because I hope it's going to be a good one. If it's not a good book and it's that thick, it's like, oh, the time I've wasted. But here's the good news. I've not read a book that's that thick that hasn't been good. So if you pick up a book and it's that thick and you're like, oh, there's so many other things I'd rather be doing than reading this book, get to the end of it, and if you didn't like it, it's okay. But if you did like it, it will make seeing a book that thick again not so daunting, right? Yeah. You won't look at that book and go, it's too thick. I used to do that. I still do. I'm not gonna kid you. But I actually haven't found one that's been bad So they don't scare me as much. Who did that? Jacob. Is that you, Jacob? My dear Jacob? Why don't we open this up, and you guys, since we have like a good hour, you can ask me questions and I can answer them, and then we can learn a little bit about each other. How about, is that okay? Yes. All right, I like you guys. Okay, let's start. Yes, what's your name? Dion.
You may teachers will get a book and read it, or just everybody.
Okay, I spill the beans. I don't know if you knew, but you probably might be, maybe, possibly, each getting a book. And because you all showed up to say hey to me today, I wrote my name in this book so you wouldn't throw it away. Okay? I signed them all for you so you won't throw them away. Because if it's not signed, it's like, oh, I'm going to throw it away. I don't know. I don't know about that book. Who's next with a question? Yes, ma'am. You got to, don't be shy. You looked away. That means you're going to be shy. What's your name? Ada. Ada. What's your question, honey?
My question is, what was it like acting in The Help?
What was it like acting in The Help? How many of you even have heard of The Help?
I've seen it.
You've seen it? Well. That, she says, looking directly at me. Well, I'll tell you this, Ada. Movies, that's my job, acting. And sometimes the subject matter is fun. But what those women had to do, and during that time period in history, for women of color, wasn't a fun time. So, no, it was not fun. Because I had to go places that I never had to go. That I know that my grandmother had to go, and emotionally. So it wasn't a fun thing to do. But I had fun meeting new friends and making new friends. And because we did something special, they're all still very close to me. And my life has been forever enhanced because of The Help. Did that answer your question? Okay. Yes.
How many books?
Ooh, what's your name?
Steven.
Ooh. What's your name? Stephen, okay.
How many books have you made?
I just turned in my second book, Stephen. So after you read this one, get ready for the second one, okay? Okay, we got to get someone else, sweetie. Anybody else? Back there, okay. What's your name?
Nadia.
Nadia, very nice, Nadia. Did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Nadia. All right, Nadia.
How many movies were you in?
Oh, how many movies? I don't know, sweetie, because there were some that we just don't count anymore. About 100, I guess. Well, don't be too impressed, guys. Don't be too impressed. Because, okay, let's describe this as a movie set, right? I've always had something to say in a movie. Always. But sometimes that something to say would be like, how many books have you written? 2. But you have to count that as a movie that you were in. We did a lot of those types of projects. So about 100 movies, about 100 TV shows. I'm thinking, I don't really know. Yes, what's your name?
John.
John.
Have you ever been in a cartoon?
I have been in a cartoon, and I'm working on one right now. Cartoon, let's see. Oh, well, yeah, that's one that you wouldn't have been able to watch, though. Oh, wait, no, yeah. The Family Guy, well, not the Family Guy, the Family Dad or somebody like that. American Dad. Yeah, American Dad, but I'm actually working on a movie right now called Boo, and it is really, really fun. The Bureau of Otherworldly Operations, and it's basically FBI Ghost. It's pretty fun. Yes, ma'am. Name? You're about to... Isabella.
Where are you from?
Where am I from? That's a very good question. Well, I'm from London, Isabella. No, I'm from Montgomery, Alabama. which is, oh, I was about to say, I thought I was in Atlanta. I was just in Atlanta working, so my brain, I was about to say, which is right next door. It is not right next door to where we are. I am from Montgomery, Alabama. Do you know it?
Yes.
You've heard of it. You've never been there? Okay. Where are you from? DC. DC. I like DC. Someone we have, yes ma'am.
I'm Layla.
Layla.
So will you let me co-write in one of your books?
She asked me if I would let her co-write in one of my books. Can I tell you what you can do? You can write your own book. You don't need to co-write with anybody. You can write your own book. The world is your oyster. And right now, you put down whatever, there's no right or wrong. I tell you what, though. You write it and send it to me, and I'll read it. Is that a deal? Well, make sure you get Paul's email address. All right? And now, don't make me check in and say, when am I going to get pages? I will stay on you now. Someone else. We got the same people wanting to ask questions. Are you guys just bored of me already? It usually takes about 2 hours before people become bored. Yes, honey. What's your name? Jakai. Say that again. Have I written any poems? Yes, I have. Have you? Okay, now why did you ask me that? Do you like poems?
Yes.
What's your favorite poem? Do you know one right now that you can say? That has really good words in it? I'm making you nervous right now, huh? Okay. But no, I have written poems. You can write poems too. Okay. Next to ooh, what was that name?
Alfonso.
Alfonso.
Have you ever learned anything?
What is Alfonso doing? No! Okay, Alfonso, you got to speak up.
Have you ever learned anything that was too easy for you at school?
Have I ever learned anything that was too easy in school? Yeah, I have learned some things that were too easy, and then what happens is you sit there and your mind starts wandering because it's too easy, right? Until test day, when you should have been paying attention because you knew it at the time, and then when test day happens, you forgot the steps to show your work, and problems. So sometimes things are going to be easier, sometimes they're going to be a challenge. But yeah, I have. I could say, yeah, I have. Have you? Yeah, I thought you were a smart guy. That's a good thing, though. That's a very good thing. Anybody else who hasn't asked a question yet? Yes, ma'am, right here.
My name is Shemaya, and how many movies have you, which movie have you starred in the most?
Which movie have I starred in? That hasn't happened yet. I'm about to be on a television show. I've never done TV full time, so it's going to be very different. And I'm excited about it, but I don't know. That's my job. It seems very, very glamorous because it's movies and television. But I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret. We wake up really, really early, and we go to bed really, really late. You travel a lot, and you don't get to see your families as much as you'd like to. And sometimes, you know, I have a problem being on stage and seeing people. Like when I found out we were going to be taping this, I got real nervous. Oh gosh! So, but it's my job, and what's going on over here? What's going on? When I'm talking, you listen, right? We don't talk. We don't do that. Okay? So that's just what I do. It may seem like it's really, really glamorous. because you guys see the parts where we're, you know, in pretty dresses and people taking pictures and magazines, and that part is really the least fun for me. The, you know, pictures in the magazines and all of that. That's not the fun part. But I really love what I do. But you should also know the downside of it, too, you know? It's like, that's that. How about that? Is that okay? I mean, you know, you guys want to know the truth, right?
Yeah.
Good, good, I like that. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Which part do you play in American Dad?
I don't know which part I play. It was a nurse or somebody in American Dad. Now, what are you, I don't think that show, I don't think you guys can be watching American Dad. That's not a good show for you, I don't think. Or maybe I'm thinking of the wrong thing. This Boo movie is a perfect movie for you to watch. Anybody, I'm going to come back to you, sweetie. I want to get people who haven't had a chance. Yes, ma'am. Wait, what's your name, hon? Ah, what's your name? Alora. What year? Okay. Well, that's a two-part answer. We filmed it in 2010, and it came out in 2011. All right, back row. Yes, ma'am. Okay, you're gonna go first in the yellow, and then you'll go after her, okay?
My name is Ionia.
What's your name?
Ionia.
Ivanea?
Ionia.
Okay. Irania? Okay.
What made you start acting?
What made me start acting? Well, I was a ham as a child. No, I'm these jokes are not going over. They're like, no. You know, I just always liked it. I always liked trying new things and pretending to be different people, and believe it or not, I'm very shy. You wouldn't believe it now, but in certain situations I'm very shy, and it was a way for me to not be shy, strangely enough, and I just love it so much. I do. Yes, ma'am, you, honey. Marina, what's your question?
How long do those books give them?
Ooh, what's the what do we do when we can? Oh! Okay. What's your question, honey? Really loud, like you're yelling at your little brother.
How long did it take you to write the book?
How long did it take me to write the books? Now that is a very, very good question. It took me to write the first book. How old is it? We're going to play a little guessing game. How long do you think it took me to write it? Yell out. 2 years. Who thinks 2 years?
Close.
Who thinks 2 years? Who thinks longer than 2 years? 1 year. Okay, 1 year, 2 year. Do I hear 3 years? Raise your hand when I call out a year. Raise your hand. 3 years? 5 months? No. 4 years? 5 years? 6 years? 7 years?
1 year. 1 year.
1 year. Okay, all in favor of 1 year. Who wants to vote 1 year? Okay. It took me 7 years. Because, guys, you have to write and you have to rewrite, and you have to keep changing things because the story changes and you want to make it better and better and better and better. So 7 years it took me for the first one. Yes. Oh, wait, well, nope, you've already asked a question. I'll come back to you. There was a young lady right here, right with the dark hair, with a blue shirt. You in front of, she had her hand raised at the same time. You, honey, you. In front of yellow shirt. Yeah, you had your hand raised. You're like, no, I didn't. It wasn't me. It wasn't me, lady. Okay, anybody else who hasn't asked a question yet that would like to ask a question? Okay, I think you asked a question, right? What's your name? Okay, what's your question, babe?
Out of all the movies that you've been in, which one have you been in the longest?
Which one have I been in the longest? You guys are consumed with this movie stuff. The longest, well, that's a tough question. See, I did an action movie in Prague, which I was there for 5 months in Prague, and but The Help, I filmed it in 4 months. So I worked in Prague longer than I did The Help, but I have a bigger part in The Help that I did in the one in Prague. So it's a two-parter. I'm sorry?
I was telling her to raise her hand.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Where did
Ooh!
Name first.
Ah! Okay.
My name is Sania, and where did you go to school?
Her name is Sania, and now that might be my favorite question of the day. I went to Seth Johnson Elementary, then Highland Avenue Elementary, then I went to Cloverdale Junior High School, Jefferson Davis High School, and then I went to Auburn University at Montgomery, and then Auburn University in Auburn. Went to a lot of schools. So what school do you attend?
Public charter.
Say that again?
Roots Public Charter School.
Roots Public Charter School. Very nice. Yes, ma'am. Wait. You haven't asked a question.
How old? Oh, my name is Kylie. How old are your kids?
My kids, these are my children. I don't have children. These are my children. And I think Randi is 11 going on 12. Pudge and DC are both 11. They're my kids. So tell me what you think of them when you meet them. Pudge is really tall and thin. He's not pudgy at all. Okay. Oh, yes, ma'am. What's your name? Liasia. What's your question? Out of all of my movies, which one did I like the most? That's like asking a mom to say, which one of your babies do you love the most? I love them all because they all changed me in a way. Every part that I get to do, there's a lot of research that you have to do to figure out, like let's say I was going to play you in a movie. I would have to figure out how you would start your day, why you would say a line the way that you would say it, why you like your hair braided. So you got to figure out all of everything about the character, and you go on this journey with them. And so for me, I like learning. Remember I told you guys that I like to learn? I like to learn about people too. I love to learn about people, most of all, because that is what helps me in my work. So the movie that I am most proud of, I think you're all too young to see, it's called Fruitvale Station. But the movie that changed how I view the world and how I view myself in the world and made me a very positive person was The Help. So, yeah. Anybody who hasn't asked a question, we got this. Oh, yes, sir. You haven't asked a question. What's your name?
My name is Danny.
Okay, Danny. What's your question? You forgot?
What job would you want other than being an author or an actor?
That is a good one. I would want to be an FBI agent. What's funny about that? All day I've been joking and nobody laughs, and I say I want to be an FBI agent. You're so funny. No, I would actually, or a detective. Like I say, I like to know things, and detectives, see, for me, being an actor is being a detective, because you have to figure things out. It's like putting pieces of a puzzle together, right? So I'm very much a detective in my real life. I'm always detecting. But an FBI agent, guys, that's the road. Yes, ma'am. Oh! Ada. Yep, the second book is coming out March. Yes, who hasn't asked a question? Anybody has a burning question, not about movies, not about anything like movies?
We need to give Octavia a hand. You did a wonderful job. It was really...
This has been a presentation of the Library of Congress. Visit us at loc.gov.